live. Yes. Okay. I'm here, y'all. How is everybody doing? We made it on a Friday to have a live. Isn't that awesome? I've been straightening. So I have my craft room in the other bedroom. I have where all my wreaths are hanging. Then I have like some clothes racks that I hang wreaths on, double. And so I condensed down a few, and I was like, yay! So I was moving tree toppers in there, trying to get a little room so I can actually walk in here. Okay, we're going to make a winter grave saddle, cemetery saddle. Some people call it different things. While I was looking for some off-white looking flowers, I came across this one, and a couple of years ago I was experimenting, so I thought I'd just share. You can dip this in coffee. They call it coffee stain, and that's how it will turn out. So if you got something you want to look, kind of vintage or darker or whatever, coffee stain it. So anyway, I just thought I'd share. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Love that hat. Thank you. I started just to put on my little faded out little black cap. Y'all, I didn't take time to fix no hair this morning. And I seen this one with the yellow. I said, no, I'm wearing that one. It's got yellow in it. So I love to wear. And this is like a mustard yellow. So anyway, let's get started. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So this is going to be like a winter thing. When I think of winter, I think of snow, white, blues. I like the light blue, but I don't have any light blue flowers. So we've got these. And I think it's going to be pretty. Got some of these. Got some of, one of my pipe cleaners. Some of these. And y'all know me, I bring everything I think of that I might want to use. And then we might use it all. We might not use it all. No. Be right back. Okay, Miss Tiff. So, I should have put my other pipe cleaner up here, and I'm going to be looking for it here in a few minutes and won't have it, so let me get it. And we will get started on this. All right. This is just one little ficus branches. And I will tell you, you can actually take these, and what they do, you see these ficus trees that you can buy? Hi, Miss Monica, how are you? Good to see you. I hope you're doing good. You can take an old tree trunk and get these ficus stems, and what they do, they use the whole stem, and you can get you a little drill, and we might do that one day, who knows, and you can put these in there and make your own ficus tree. How about that? Isn't that neat? All right, so this is going to be a winter theme grave saddle. I hope it's getting there. I had forgot to turn my hot glue gun on. I know y'all just can't believe that. So just a few minutes before I mash that button. But I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. Try to keep these little dudes in place. Hold them steady there. How is everybody's Friday doing? Y'all ready for the weekend? I think we've thawed out from our 25-degree weather. Back. FedEx drove up. Mr. FedEx. Y'all, it's so pretty outside. We bounced back to like 80 degrees now. From 25 on Monday night to 80 today. But I will tell you, that 80-degree weather makes me want to get outside. I'm just saying, who else is like that? I don't care if it is January, or listen, January, November. Where's my brain today? It ain't here. It ain't in November for sure. Hey, Miss Andrea, how are you? So are y'all having good weather? Please, I hope so. And Miss Tiff, Miss Kelly wanted to know if you knew that she was back on Facebook. I said, yes, ma'am. I told her that she was back on the social media. She was making crocheting some hair scrunchies or hair something. I think it's scrunchies. Anyway, yesterday, so she got an order for like 100 of them. She gonna be busy. Busy as a little bee. I said, you get it, girl. Get it while you can. I think that's the truth. All right, we're gonna go and use this color also. Just mix it up a little bit. Now, I don't know where these come from. I guess they come from the same place. I usually get my ficus stems from Shirley's. I guess they usually have the same kind in this color. But this looks a little different. Smaller. I like that stem though. We're gonna keep that. Scrubbies. Okay. Got off of there. Okay, let's add these. I'm going to have to pull these because they're not as long. Down here on the end. Pull that leaf up over it. Put a little glue in there so it'll stay where we want it to. Put it up under here. And well, there went that pipe cleaner again. It's determined not to stay up here with me. It's like I am not about it today. I want to get out and put lights in my yard, y'all. I've got 2 archways. I'm trying to think of the flower. It's a running vine going up one arch, and I've got roses on another one. No, I've got 3 of them. I want to put lights on them. And where one of them is, I probably need to do solar lights. And the other one, I probably need to do plug-in lights. I have to just show y'all what I'm talking about. Is anybody changing your theme for Christmas this year? Same thing? Or just everything goes? Or new theme? Who knows, right? I got my back porch decorated for fall. And that's about all the decorating I've gotten done. Putting a shelf together and listening. Hey, that's good. You double tasking, multitasking. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I do that a lot of times, and thank y'all for the silent watchers. Thank you, thank you. We'd like to chit chat with you, but if you're busy, just want to watch and don't want to talk, hey, we all about that too. We're just happy you're here. All right, let's see. Does that go down in there, or does that the cutting spot? I think that's a cutting little thingy right there. Okay. I'm gonna bring these leaves on up in here now. Got us some ribbon to make us some bows. I did not pre-make the bows because on a grave saddle, I never know just exactly how big I want my bow. It's going to depend on all these flowers get in here. Gluing that on down. Y'all have to remind me now. I'll forget. If y'all remind me, I'll show y'all the gingerbread mailbox that we finished yesterday. I think I put it on a little short video. You saw some of mine. Yeah, we'll do a Zoom after the live today. 3 Zooms this week, yay! Making up for some lost time, right? That's what I'm talking about. So if y'all don't mind, could you please hit that thumbs up and the share button? You can copy the link and text it to a friend, or you can share it on social media. Either which way you would like, we appreciate it. Just helps a girl out a little bit. Maybe we can find a new friend to join us. So we're doing a winter theme because she didn't want something for Christmas because it just, put it on there now, then you know, a month and a half, you got to change it again. So she said, let's just do something winter. So we're going to do something winter. Winter, winter chicken dinner. What I'm talking about. Made some fall flowers for my mom's place. Got them on there. They finally got her tombstone. Super, super, super happy about that. We're going to make one of these the front and one in the back. How about that? I'll put a little extra one on the front because I got one left. How about that? We might use a little bit more ficus here in just a little bit. Look at this blue, y'all. That almost looks like a poppy, don't it? All right, let's see. Let me move that out of the way and get our bow maker. Because we need an extra hand to help hold everything. Get that out of. Don't you go nowhere. I didn't give you permission to leave the table. Really don't need that. We need some zip ties. That's what we need. And we need some floral pins. You have some, hello. Guadalupe. Guadalupe. Hey, how are you? I have to stop and look at your name. Because, you know, I'm just kind of all over the place. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to do about a 12-inch tail. And you know what? Let's make a cheater tail. I like this little clothespin because it's going to hold it there. And let me pull on my ribbon and it's going to stay in place. It's like having that third hand, you know. All right, so this is just a cheater tail. In other words, it's just there. All right. Then what we may do is come back and do few little tails, different lengths. It's going to put more color in there. I'm working and watching. Oh, thank you, Miss Monica. I sure appreciate it. We'll be glad when Miss Robin gets back. We need to, well, I guess, let's see. fall was what, October? No, September. Yeah, because winter starts in December. We need to tell her. She said she was taking off the summer, so we need to tell her it's fall time now. She needs to come back. Say, don't you know what time it is? It's time for you to be back. Y'all, she's got some bread knives. Did y'all see that? Oh my goodness. All right, now we're going to come back in with a shorter one. We're going to make our bow now. So we put 3 ribbons in there just for fun. Now let's start our bow making. We're doing 7-inch loops. I'm just leaving the doctor's office, but I'm listening. Okay. We're glad you're listening. We are so glad you're listening. You can listen, and I do that. I will turn, I'm bad about, y'all, I haven't turned on my radio probably in my vehicle in, I don't know, a couple years. I'll be going down the road and I'll turn it on my phone, maybe over in the other seat, maybe in the floorboard, maybe wherever, but I'll have my YouTube on. It'll be going. I'll be listening because it's connected to my truck, but y'all, I'm not watching it, I'm just listening. Most of the time it's the talking. So, what are you making today? A daisy? Is that right? I'm making a winter grave saddle, tombstone saddle, cemetery saddle. Different people call it different things. So that's what we're making. Wow, long time no see. Where you been? I'm glad you're here with us. Last week I was live only one time, y'all. Everything went Hades in a handbasket. Computer stopped. I made it. We were live Monday. And then kaput. I was planning on doing a live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. It didn't happen. Computer decided it was not gonna cooperate. It went out, and I had to go put it in the shop. The shop's an hour away, so I had to go back this Monday and get it. They got finished with it, I think, Friday evening late, y'all. But hey, we got 3 days in this week. We got, what did we get? Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, yay! All right. So these are about 6.5 inches loops. So yesterday, if y'all did not see yesterday's live, we did a gingerbread mailbox. And these might end up being different lengths, but anyway. This has got a little silver in it. twist. Put that in there, just like that. Put that up there. Let's see. These may actually be a little short. Put an extra little tail in here. I'm about to run out of this. I need some more of this color ribbon. That's what I need. Okay. Pipe cleaner, not pipe cleaner. Zip tie. We're gonna bring it around. We're fixing to add our blue flowers. All these ribbon tails. It's gonna make it whimsical, pretty. I put that extra loop in there so it'll cover up. We don't have as much white in here, but we're probably going to add some fake tails in there. Just get a floral. It's called a U pen. That's what I call it. It's a floral pen shaped in a U, so that's what I call it. Like that. Move that out of the way. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and put some glue here on the pen. Now, there, my head itches up under there. I don't wear a hat hardly ever, but except when I'm having a busy day and don't have time to roll my hair, or like yesterday, it looked like Hood of Monkey. Lost that track where I was going with that conversation. Okay, so you could do a simple one just like that and call it a day, and it would be pretty. We are going to step it up a little bit. This one I did not get dovetailed. But you can make it simple and leave it just like this. Let's see if we can bring this one over this way. But, wait, there's more. It looks pretty already. Thank you, Miss Monica. We're going to add some of these pretty blue flowers. I think these came from Walmart. Just by the tag of it is what I think. I see it. I think they're pretty. To me, they look, I don't know what the name of it is. It's probably, it looks like a, you know, have some red poppies. I do know what they are. But this looks like a blue poppy. Is there such thing? All right, this is, we put an extra white one on the front. So I'm going to start on the front. And these has got short stems. Try not to bend that too much. If I don't go ahead and put some glue on those, it'll get full and then I won't be able to find all of them. And I like to put glue. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Now, speaking of which, on the hot glue and on the weather and on the holding up, I have not had a problem with the hot glue holding up. Now we have, those are the same. Extremely hot, extremely humid weather down here in the south. It's like you walk outside some days in the summer and it's like, you feel sticky and wet because of the humidity being so bad. I haven't had a problem with the grave saddles or anything holding up. My mother-in-law this past October has been gone 4 years, and I'm the one that does her grave saddles. I did her vase, the arrangements in a vase until her tombstone came in. And after her tombstone came in, I've done her grave saddles. So, I haven't had a problem with them and the glue. Nice. Oh, yes, ma'am. We're going to add some flowers. You could have stopped with just the ribbon and the few white flowers, but we're going to make it look just a little bit prettier. And I got some baby little tiny flowers we might add to it. We're going to make it beautiful. Hot glue is stringing. It's on high. But I do like the blue. What do y'all think for the winter? Because she didn't want Christmas. So getting this long one off of here, or the longest one, and if I have to get the longest one off the other pig, we can do that too. Go up in here, glue that sucker in. I like gluing it for sure. this away. Thing's confusing me. Get on up here in the middle where you belong. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. That's supposed to be down there on that end. Going to be on this end. This is going to be the front. I had an extra white one, so we put 3 white in the front, and there's 2 white on the back. We might add a little bit more ficus under here to help hold them up. We're going to see by the time we get everything in here what it's looking like. So, I got a little bit of everything, y'all, everything. So pretty. And y'all, if you a trick, if you get some flowers and they're kind of mashed down and kind of look like they're sad and lonely and been deserted and all things, I might have cut that one too short. Oh, that's good. Kind of mashed, wrinkled. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. Take your hair dryer, put a little heat to them, pluck them out. I'm going to leave that extra flower on there. It's going to give a little bit more coverage. We're going to go, I'm putting it right here in the front. Perfect. Pull it out. Put some glue on there. It's where I want it to be. Beautiful. Thank you, Miss Tiff. I appreciate that. So, let's do trim that a little bit. I'll have another glue stick. Put one right back here. Kind of like a triangle. Put one right back here. Right there. I got the glue stick out. I just waited for it to get down in there now. So I used it up a little bit so it would stay in there. We're What do y'all think about the colors for it being a winter design? Y'all think that's okay? I wish these strings would kind of give it up. And look, y'all, this is one of my favorite filler flowers. These come from Shirley's in Collins. They do have a Facebook page. And they have this little filler flower. Or they did. I got them probably 2 years ago, but I bought some, I think this past summer in a different color. They usually had blue. They've had white. Here's a white. They had, I don't know whether to call it an orange or a yellow because it had yellow and then part of it was orange on each little flower. Very pretty. They had, what other color? I want to say pink. I don't know. They had multiple colors in them and they were so pretty. So, this one I'm going to let come out just a little bit further than these other ones. See how it's just kind of, so it's not just completely rounded. It's going to give it a different dimension to it. I like that because it gives it just a little bit of whimsicalness. And then it pulls your eye to that. So I like doing that. We're going to do that one right there. Give it some glue as it's going in. Do you buy special flowers that won't fade, or do you just to outdoors for that long? Miss Monica, I don't buy special flowers, and I don't spray mine with anything. And depending on the color, like I put some lavender and purple ones on my mother-in-law's grave saddle last Christmas. And my husband went by there, I'm trying to think, probably 2 months ago, and it's still on there because I told him, I said, we've got to change that grave saddle. And he was like, no. He said, it still looks good. Now, that's probably going to depend on how much sun it gets and all that. But I don't, and even on my mom's, hers just has a place, hers is not, it's not flat, it comes up so far and then it's got another rise on it, but it doesn't have a place where you can put a grave saddle, so I have to do vases for hers. I had some peachy colored, and I'm trying to think. They didn't fade out real bad. So, yeah, you leave them on there, you know, they're not going to last forever, but in my experience, I've had pretty good luck with them. Now, I don't know if these are going to fade out more so than the lavender and the purple. But I told him the other day, I said, we got to go by there and check because, you know, it's been a year. We need to see, you know, what her flowers are looking like. So I'm sure we'll go by there in the next How far was that out? Stop thinking. Next week or so. And I'll let y'all know. Because, but, I mean, I'll be able to let y'all know my experience pretty regular because of changing out my his mom's. But I think I've made 2 or either 3 saddles in 4 years for his mom. I'm in 2, 3. I'll have to figure that out. But you could spray them. I just never have. I don't know that it would help it anymore. I love the color. Thank you, Miss Tiff. It's beautiful. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Thank you, Daisy. Am I pronouncing that right? That is so cool. I spray mine with sealer. See, the reason why I haven't sprayed mine, because the stuff that you get to spray your pillows and stuff, like to make it waterproof and to hold the color, your throw pillows like that you put on your outdoor furniture, and it's supposed to hold the color better. It didn't work for me. And so I figured if it didn't work on the fabric, it probably wasn't going to work on the flowers. And so I didn't want to waste the money, because I did waste the money on my pillows. I even did it again this summer. I said, well, I'm just going to double check. And this summer, or this spring, when I put out my pillows and stuff, I bought brand new pillow covers from Amazon. I had a royal blue, and cause I have the peacock thing going on my back porch. And so I had it's kind of like a teal blue almost, and the royal blue. And I sprayed them, and they faded. And I was like, well, I won't buy that brand of pillow covers again, but I won't also spray them, because it just, that was my luck with it. And it could be the brand of sealer. Who knows? You know? Who knows? I sprayed myself. Here in Texas, my husband Greg gets a lot of sun, and the darker color fades, especially in the summer. Yeah. See, that could be that too. And in the wintertime, they may hold up better because the sun is not as hot. If it, you know, which in Texas, y'all are like us. You don't get real cold during the wintertime anyway. Let's see, I got 4 of these, and we're going to make good use of them. You probably, unless it's like a freak, winter, like y'all had that freeze here, what, a year or 2 ago. kind of like Florida, you know, we don't get a whole lot of cold, cold, cold weather. That 25 degrees the other day was like not normal. So you could probably go with the lighter colors, and them last longer. On my mom's right now, it's got yellows, oranges, the fall colors. And that may be, you know, why my mother-in-law's didn't, because we put it up on there for Christmas. I think it was last Thanksgiving when my husband went over there. We shall see. Now the lady that this one is for, she calls my husband her grandson. Now he's 60. So he ain't a young grandson. So, we call her Mimo. And so I will ask Mimo how well the flowers hold up and see. I want to trim this ribbon right here. She's a sweetie. We're going to have supper with her Monday night, I think. She got a new boat, a new boyfriend. So we got to go meet him and make sure we approve of him. Make sure she's getting a good one. All right. Told you I might do this. What I'm doing, that one wants to fall in that little crack. I'm going to add a little bit more ficus. It's 155. I got 5 minutes. I can't go over. I try to limit myself and not go over an hour. So by putting that ficus pick in there, that little stem, it's going to hold them flowers up. Keep them from drooping. I don't wipe all my hot glue off by the time I get it there. And see, this one's done It's hiding up under there. You got to get out from under there. I hate these little sticker things. Oh, you just can't get them off. This one up under there. So have you had any issues, Miss Monica, with like hot glue? I used to hear a lot of people saying hot glue won't hold. I haven't had any issues with it, but y'all, let me grab another one of those other ficus branches. Well, it's over here somewhere. Here it is, here it is. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Hey, Renee, how are you? You done with the shelf? Yay! All while you was watching, listening. All right, we're gonna put this one up in here to hold this other little drooping white flower. And we're almost done. It's been fun. If y'all wait just a second, I'll show y'all what we made yesterday. I had a mailbox. It's like a mailbox that you'd hang on the wall. And we did the gingerbread theme on it. I did add, after we got off the live, I did add a bow. I just couldn't help myself. I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. Y'all didn't know you was getting a free serenation, did you? Got you off, didn't you? All right, I'm gonna put one more on this corner over here. And we're gonna call her done. Get her done, get her done. I need to check that bow up there. I might add just a little bit of something up there. I just wanted to there we go. Get it up straight. This is where well, we'll back it off. It won't come off the top. There it is. It needs that. I like putting flowers and greenery in my bow. Do y'all? Gotta get on my tippy toes. I'm short, y'all. I tell my husband I'm short and sweet and hard to beat. He says, no, you short and sweet and need a beating. No, you got that all wrong. I seen on Marketplace yesterday that they had this bicycle, and this needs a little bit of a stem. The bicycle was like a normal bicycle, but then it had like a little sidecar over there. I sent it to him and I said, I found us a bicycle. And guess who's doing the pedaling? Because the one in the little side cart don't have pedal. He's like, thanks, Tiff. I'll check it out. Please like, share. The mailbox is too pretty. Oh, thank you, Monica Asper. Thank you, Miss Tiff. Girl, you made me laugh. Hey. Well, Mike, we need that little bicycle. I told him when he got home, I said, they still got that bicycle listed now. I don't need no bicycle. He probably was thinking, I don't need nothing like that. He ain't gonna be wanting to do all that work by himself. Be like, well, it'd be fun for me. Yes, sir. This is what you save these little stems for. Put a little piece of glue up there so they don't fall off. And I will tell you, I don't care if it's mine. I'm gonna get my gingerbread man. I don't care if it's mine or if it's somebody else's. If you see a project, a wreath, an arrangement, I don't care what it is. Pictures do not do justice. I'm just saying. I don't care if it's somebody else's. It can be beautiful on a picture, but it's going to be even more beautiful. So if you see somebody's work and it's beautiful, just know it's probably even more beautiful in person, because pictures just don't do justice. So this is what we did yesterday. I took a mailbox from the Dollar General, and y'all were fixing it off. I'm 4 minutes over. This was a sign a couple years ago from Walmart, a letter to Santa. The gingerbread man came from Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago. I think these came from Walmart several years ago. These poinsettias. And the picks came from Hobby Lobby. But the mailbox, it was brown, came from Dollar General. I spray painted it with Krylon paint. And then this gold, and the gold doesn't show up as good on camera either as it is in person. But the gold is a Sharpie. It works, y'all. So, because I can't paint that good, you can get you a Sharpie, voila. But you can go watch a video. We did it yesterday, November the 13th. You can pull it up. You can go under, it's under the playlist. You can click on either the Christmas playlist, the live playlist, or the wreath arrangements. It'll be on those 3 playlists for sure. This bottom is just a Dollar Tree flower pot. Painted it with Krylon. Krylon sticks better than other paints. So if y'all want to see how we attached everything and did it all, you can go look at yesterday's live. So, will be watching the video from the beginning. Oh, thank you, Miss Renee. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Tiff. So cute. Thank you, Miss Monica. The mailbox is too cute. Thank you, Miss Renee. It was fun. I like doing stuff that's different. So that was fun. So I love you all. If you're in the membership, you can jump on a Zoom call with us. The link is on the membership post. It hasn't changed. It stays the same. I showed y'all this at the beginning. If you got some white roses and you want them to look vintage or you need something darkened, all you got to do is make it's like some instant coffee and water. Dip them in there. It's called coffee staining. You can coffee stain you some roses or anything else. If you got a snowman, you want him to look vintage, you can dip him in some coffee and coffee stain him, and he'll look vintage. So I love y'all. I plan to be here next week. I got to go to the doctor Monday, so I probably won't get to be on Monday. I'll be here Tuesday for sure. And if I get a wild hair and get back in time, I may get on Monday. Depends on how much running I have to do when I go to the doctor. So I love you all. Y'all have a wonderful and a blessed weekend. Stay safe. And y'all come see me next week. I love y'all. And thank you for spending your time with me, because time is a gift that you can't get back. So when you spend your time with me, I appreciate it. I love you all. And I'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.